Present perfect continuous tense. Usage.
Today we're going to work on one of the most useful and also slightly tricky English tenses, the present perfect continuous. Now, don't worry if the name sounds long or complicated. What really matters is the idea behind it. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to feel when English speakers use it, not just memorize rules. Let's start with the big picture. We use the present perfect continuous when we want to talk about something that started in the past and still connects to the present in some way. Very often, we're focusing on the activity itself, how long it has been happening, or what result we can notice right now. So instead of asking, "Is it finished?" we're often asking, "What has been happening?" Keep that idea in mind as we go through the uses. 1. Actions that started in the past and continue now. Let's begin with the most common situation. We use this tense when something started in the past and is still happening now. The focus is on the fact that it is still in progress. Now listen to the idea first. We are not just saying something is true, we are showing that it has been continuing over time. Example 1. I have been learning English for 3 years. So what's happening here? The person started learning English 3 years ago, and they are still learning now. We use this form because we want to show the ongoing process, not just the fact that they know English. Also, notice, for 3 years. That tells us the length of time, and this tense works very naturally with that kind of information. Example 2. She has been practicing the piano since last summer. Here, she started last summer, and she is still practicing today. We use this tense because the action is still active and continuing. A very common learner mistake is to think, since last summer, automatically means present simple or present perfect simple. But here, we are focusing on the ongoing effort, so the continuous form feels natural. Example 3. We have been traveling around Taiwan for several weeks. This tells us the trip is still happening. They are not finished traveling yet. We use the continuous form because we are inside the activity, it is still in progress. Now, let's pause on something important. In English, both the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous can describe continuing situations like this, especially with verbs like live, work, and study. For example, I have lived here for 5 years. I have been living here for 5 years. Both sound natural. In everyday English, there is often very little difference. The same idea. He has worked at this school since 2020. He has been working at this school since 2020. Again, both are correct and common. But here's the small difference in feeling. When we use the continuous form, we often sound a little more focused on the ongoing activity, almost like we are mentally inside that experience. Compare this. They have waited for a long time. They have been waiting for a long time. The second sentence feels more active. It really highlights the experience of waiting and how long it has felt. So the key idea is, both are correct. But the continuous form often feels more in progress and more focused on time passing. 2. Recent temporary activities or situations. Now let's move to a slightly different idea. Sometimes we use this tense for situations that are happening recently, but they are not permanent. These are temporary changes in someone's routine or lifestyle. So we are thinking, this is what's happening these days, not forever. Example 1. I have been taking the bus to work recently. This tells us that this is not the usual routine. Maybe the person normally drives or walks, but recently they have changed. We use the continuous form because it feels temporary and recent. Example 2. They have been staying with friends while looking for an apartment. This is clearly not a permanent living situation. It is temporary, and we are describing what has been happening during this period. Example 3. She has been spending more time outdoors lately. This tells us about a recent change in habit. It's not saying this is her permanent lifestyle, just what has been happening recently. Now let's compare something important. If I say, I study at home. That sounds like a general, regular habit. But if I say, I have been studying in a coffee shop this week. Now I'm telling you something different. This is temporary. Maybe my usual routine is at home, but this week something has changed. So the continuous form helps us show. This is not my normal situation. It's just for now. 3. Recent actions that have just stopped, with a present result. Now let's look at another very common use. Sometimes an action has just finished, but we can still see or feel the result right now. So we are not focusing on the ending, we are focusing on what the action has caused. Example 1. His clothes are dirty because he has been fixing his bike. He may have just stopped fixing the bike. We know that because we can see the result, dirty clothes. We use the continuous form because we are focusing on the activity that caused the result. Example 2. The room smells wonderful because Mom has been cooking. The cooking may have just finished, but the smell is still here. So again, we use the continuous form because we are focusing on the activity that created the result. Example 3. She looks tired because she has been cleaning all morning. We can see the result, she looks tired. So we understand she has been doing something active for a period of time, and that activity is the reason for the result. Now here's a very important comparison that often confuses students. We can say, I have finished my report, so I can go home. I have been writing reports all afternoon, so I'm tired. In the first sentence, the work is done. It's completed. That's why we use the simple form. In the second sentence, we are not focusing on completion, we are focusing on the effort and the process. That's why we use the continuous form. So remember. The simple form focuses on completion. The continuous form focuses on activity and effort. 4. Ongoing versus completed activities. Let's go a little deeper into that idea. Sometimes we use the continuous form when we want to emphasize the activity itself, especially when it feels ongoing or recently ongoing. Example 1. I have been watching a new TV series. This tells us I've started watching it, and I'm in the middle of it. I may not be finished yet. The focus is on the experience. Example 2. She has been practicing guitar every evening. We are focusing on her routine and effort, not on whether she has finished practicing. In fact, practice is something that doesn't really have a final end. Example 3. We have been learning about space at school. We are inside the learning process. It's ongoing, not completed. Now compare. I have read the book. The book is finished. I have been reading the book, ****. I am talking about the activity of reading. Or, she has painted the room. The job is complete. She has been painting the room. We are focusing on the work in progress. So again, think. Did I finish the action? Or am I talking about the activity itself? Talking about quantity. Now here's a very important rule that helps you avoid mistakes. When we talk about numbers, how much or how many, we usually use the present perfect simple, not the continuous form. Example 1. I have read 3 books this month. We are focusing on the number, 3 books. Example 2. She has written 5 emails today. Again, the key information is the number, 5 emails. Example 3. We have watched 2 movies this weekend. The focus is the completed count. So here's the important idea. When English is about quantity, we usually use the simple form, because we are talking about completed results. Quick review. Let's bring everything together in a simple way. We use the present perfect continuous when we want to show something is still connected to now. We often focus on the activity, not just the result. We use it for continuing actions, temporary situations, and recent activities with visible results. We do not use it when we mainly care about numbers or completed amounts. Final thought. If you remember just one idea from today, remember this. The present perfect continuous is about what has been happening, not just what is finished. It helps you show action, effort, time, and experience in progress. And that's exactly how English speakers think when they use it in real life.
Structure.
Now let's move on and talk about how we actually build this tense in English. What I want you to focus on first is not memorizing the structure, but understanding the pattern of meaning behind it. Once you understand that, the form becomes very natural. When we talk about the present perfect continuous, we are always connecting three ideas together: the subject, the idea of have or has been, and then an action that is still in progress. That is why the verb always ends in ing. So in a positive sentence, we start with the subject, then we use have or has depending on the subject, and then we add been, and finally the main verb with ing. For example, if I say I have been studying, I am showing that the action started before now and is still continuing. The important thing here is not the grammar term, but the feeling of something still happening. Now if we change it into a negative sentence, we simply add not after have or has. So instead of saying have been, we say have not been or has not been, and then we still keep the verb in ing form. For example, I have not been sleeping well. This tells us that the situation of poor sleep has been continuing up to now. We are not changing the meaning of time, we are just saying this action has not been happening in that continuous way. Now let's look at questions. When we ask a yes or no question in this tense, we change the order. Instead of starting with the subject, we start with have or has. Then we put the subject, then been, and then the ing verb. So we might ask, have you been studying for the test? This is not asking about one moment. It is asking about a period of time leading up to now. And finally, when we ask WH questions, we simply add a question word in front. Words like what, where, why, how long. Then we follow the same question order with have or has, the subject, been, and the ing verb. For example, how long have you been learning English? This question is very important because it naturally connects with this tense. We are not asking when you started in a strict past time sense. We are asking about the duration up to now. Or we might ask, what have you been doing recently? In this case, we are interested in the activity that has been continuing up to the present moment. So if you step back and look at the whole structure, you should not see four separate grammar rules. You should see one idea repeating itself in different forms. The subject is always followed by have or has, then been, then an ing verb. The only thing that changes is whether we are making a statement, a negative idea, or a question. If you keep that pattern in your mind, this tense becomes much easier to use naturally in real conversation. Alright class, now we are going to move into another very important structure in English. This is the present perfect continuous, and I want you to pay attention not just to the grammar, but to the meaning behind it. When we use this form, we are focusing on an action that started in the past and is still continuing now, or has very recently stopped but is still important. Let's go through each subject step by step. I will read every sentence and explain the meaning as we go. Let's start with I. When I say I have been studying English for 2 hours, I am telling you that I started studying in the past, and I am still doing it now. The focus is on the duration and the ongoing activity. When I say I have not been studying English for 2 hours, I am saying that this continuous action has not been happening during that time period. Maybe I stopped, or maybe I didn't start. Have I been studying English for 2 hours? Now I am checking whether this ongoing activity is true. What have I been studying for 2 hours? Here I am asking about the activity itself. I want to know what I have been doing during that time. Now let's look at you. When I say you have been waiting here for 30 minutes, I am focusing on the fact that the waiting started in the past and is still continuing now. You have not been waiting here for 30 minutes means the waiting has not been continuous for that whole time. Maybe you arrived later. Have you been waiting here for 30 minutes? I am checking the duration of your current situation. How long have you been waiting here? Now I am asking for the length of time this action has continued. Now with he. He has been reading a book for an hour means the reading started in the past and is still happening or was happening continuously up to now. He has not been reading a book for an hour means this continuous action did not last for that full time period. Has he been reading a book for an hour? I am checking whether this ongoing action is true. What has he been reading for an hour? I am asking about the activity he has been doing during that time. Now let's talk about she. She has been practicing the piano all afternoon means she started practicing earlier and has continued up to now. The focus is on the long activity. She has not been practicing the piano all afternoon means she did not continue this activity for the whole period. Has she been practicing the piano all afternoon? I am checking whether this continuous action is true. What has she been practicing all afternoon? I want to know the activity she has been doing during that time. Now with it. It has been sleeping under the table for an hour means the action started in the past and is still continuing or has been happening during that time. It has not been sleeping under the table for an hour means the sleeping has not continued for that full time. Has it been sleeping under the table for an hour? I am checking whether this ongoing situation is true. Where has it been sleeping for an hour? I am asking about the location of this ongoing action. Now let's look at we. We have been preparing for the test since morning means the preparation started in the morning and is still continuing now. We have not been preparing for the test since morning means this continuous preparation has not been happening for that full time. Have we been preparing for the test since morning? I am checking whether this preparation has been ongoing. What have we been preparing for since morning? I am asking about the purpose of the activity we have been doing. Finally, they. They have been playing basketball for 3 hours means the activity started in the past and has continued for a long period of time. They have not been playing basketball for 3 hours means the activity did not continue for that full duration. Have they been playing basketball for 3 hours? I am checking whether this long activity is true. How long have they been playing basketball? I am asking for the duration of their activity. Alright, let's step back and connect everything. With the present perfect continuous, we are not just saying that something happened. We are focusing on the process, the duration, and the ongoing nature of the action. We are always thinking about how long something has been happening and how it connects to now. So remember this simple idea. The action is not finished in our mind. It is still active, still continuing, or very recently continuing up to the present moment.
Points to note.
Today we're going to learn how to form ing verbs. We use ing forms in many tenses, such as the present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, and all the perfect continuous tenses. Many students think we can always just add ing, but that's not always true. Some verbs need spelling changes before adding ing. Let's learn the 5 main rules. Rule 1: most verbs simply add ing. This is the most common rule. For most verbs, just add ing to the base verb. Examples: eat eating, go going, read reading, open opening, visit visiting. Examples in sentences: she is eating lunch, he is going home, they are reading a book. So the first rule is very simple. Most verbs add ing. Rule 2: verbs ending in e. Many verbs end in a silent E. Before adding ing, drop the final E. Examples: dance dancing, ride riding, write writing, make making, use using. Examples in sentences: she is dancing now. He is riding a bike. I am writing an email. Notice that the final E disappears. A simple rule to remember is: drop the E, then add ing. Rule 3, verbs ending in ie. This rule is easy because there are only a few common verbs like this. When a verb ends in ie, change ie to y, then add ing. Examples: die dying, lie lying, tie tying, untie untying, vie vying. Examples in sentences: the plant is dying. The dog is lying on the floor. She is tying her shoes. Remember: change ie to y and add ing. Rule 4, double the final consonant. Some short verbs need us to double the last consonant before adding ing. This usually happens when the verb has a CVC pattern, consonant vowel consonant, or the final syllable is stressed. Examples: cut cutting, run running, stop stopping, begin beginning, forget forgetting. Examples in sentences: he is running fast. She is stopping the car. They are beginning the lesson. Why do we double the consonant? It helps keep the original pronunciation of the word. A simple rule is: double the final consonant and add ing. Important exception: W, X, and Y. Even if a word looks like it might follow the doubling rule, we do not double W, X, or Y. Examples: snow snowing, fix fixing, play playing. This is a very important exception to remember. Rule 5, verbs ending in C. When a verb ends in C, add K before ing. Examples: panic panicking, picnic picnicking, mimic mimicking, frolic frolicking, shellac shellacking. Examples in sentences: she is panicking before the test. They are picnicking in the park. The child is mimicking his father. Remember: add K before ing. Let's review. When making an ing form: 1. Most verbs simply add ing. Eat eating, read reading. 2. If a verb ends in e, drop the e before adding ing. Dance dancing, write writing. 3. If a verb ends in ie, change ie to y before adding ing. Die dying, lie lying. 4. If a verb has a CVC pattern or a stressed final syllable, double the final consonant before adding ing. Run running, stop stopping. 5. If a verb ends in c, add k before adding ing. Panic panicking, picnic picnicking. Note: do not double W, X, or Y. Snow snowing, fix fixing, play playing. Remember this key sentence. Before adding ing, always look at the ending of the verb. Sometimes you simply add ing, but sometimes you need to drop a letter, change a letter, or double a consonant first. Today we are going to learn an important point in English grammar. Be careful with the contraction s. Many students see s and think it always means is, but that is not always true. In English, s can mean either is or has. We must look at the verb that follows. Let's learn this step by step. 1. When we see s plus vng, it usually means is plus vng, which is the present continuous tense. Examples: She's working equals she is working. He's studying equals he is studying. It's raining equals it is raining. Example sentences. She's working right now. He's studying for the test. It's raining heavily. So remember. S plus VNG means is plus VNG. 2. When we see S plus past participle, V3, it usually means has plus V3, which is the present perfect tense. Examples. She's worked equals she has worked. He's studied equals he has studied. It's rained equals it has rained. Example sentences. She's worked here for 5 years. He's studied English for a long time. It's rained all day. So remember. S plus V3 means has plus V3. 3. When we see S plus been plus VNG, it means has been plus VNG, which is the present perfect continuous tense. Examples. She's been working equals she has been working. He's been studying equals he has been studying. It's been raining equals it has been raining. Example sentences. She's been working all morning. He's been studying for 2 hours. It's been raining since yesterday. So remember. S plus been plus VNG means has been plus VNG. Important note, S plus V3 can also be passive voice. We must be careful because S plus V3 does not always mean present perfect. Sometimes, it can also mean is plus V3, passive voice. Example. It's broken equals it is broken. Here, broken is V3, but the meaning is not present perfect. It is passive voice in the present simple. Another example. The window's closed equals the window is closed. So remember. S plus V3 can mean has plus V3 or is plus V3, depending on the context. Summary. Let's review the 3 main meanings of S. 1. S plus VNG equals is plus VNG. She's working she is working. 2. S plus V3 equals has plus V3. She's worked she has worked. 3. S plus been plus VNG equals has been plus VNG. She's been working she has been working. 4. Be careful, S plus V3 can also be passive voice, is plus V3. It's broken it is broken. Final message. When you see S, do not guess immediately that it means is. Always check the verb that comes after it. When you see VNG, it usually indicates is. When you see V3, it may indicate has or a passive form, depending on the meaning. When you see been plus VNG, it indicates has been. With practice, you will be able to understand S quickly and correctly in real reading and listening.
100 sentences. I've been learning Spanish for 8 months.
This describes an ongoing study activity. It means I started learning Spanish 8 months ago and am still doing it now.
She's been baking bread since early this morning.
This describes an ongoing baking activity. It means she started making bread early this morning and is still doing it now.
We've been decorating our apartment for several days.
This describes an ongoing decoration project. It means we started working on our home days ago and are still doing it now.
He's been exercising after work every evening.
This describes a recent regular activity. It means he started a routine of exercise after work and still does it now.
They've been volunteering at the animal shelter since May.
This describes an ongoing volunteer role. It means they started helping at the shelter in May and are still doing it now.
I've been taking online art classes recently.
This describes a recent ongoing activity. It means I started taking online classes a short time ago and am still doing them now.
She's been using her old laptop while waiting for a new one.
This describes a temporary ongoing situation. It means she started using the old computer before and is still using it now.
We've been eating homemade meals lately.
This describes a recent ongoing habit. It means we started making our own meals lately and are still doing it now.
He's been riding his bike to school this month.
This describes a temporary ongoing habit. It means he started riding his bike this month and is still doing it now.
They've been practicing dance together recently.
This describes a recent ongoing activity. It means they started practicing dance together a short time ago and are still doing it now.
I haven't been sleeping well lately.
This describes a recent ongoing problem. It means I started having bad rest a short time ago and am still not sleeping well now.
She hasn't been answering my messages today.
This describes an ongoing missing action today. It means she started ignoring my words earlier and is still not replying now.
We haven't been spending much money this month.
This describes a recent ongoing budget habit. It means we started saving money this month and are still spending less now.
He hasn't been feeling very energetic recently.
This describes a recent ongoing health state. It means he started feeling tired a short time ago and is still low on energy now.
They haven't been joining our meetings lately.
This describes a recent ongoing absence. It means they stopped attending our meetings a short time ago and are still absent now.
Have you been studying for tomorrow's test?
This asks about an ongoing preparation. We want to know if you started studying earlier and are still doing it now.
Has she been waiting here all this time?
This asks about an ongoing wait. We want to know if she started standing there before and is still waiting now.
Have they been working on the project together?
This asks about an ongoing team task. We want to know if they started the project earlier and are still working now.
Has your brother been looking for a new job?
This asks about an ongoing job search. We want to know if your brother started looking for work before and is still searching now.
Have we been driving in the wrong direction?
This asks about an ongoing mistake. We want to know if we started traveling the wrong way and are still doing it now.
What have you been reading recently?
This asks about recent ongoing reading. We want to know the books you started reading lately and are still reading now.
Why has she been crying this afternoon?
This asks for a reason about ongoing tears. We want to know why she started crying earlier and is still crying now.
Where have they been staying this week?
This asks about a temporary ongoing location. We want to know where they started staying this week and are still living now.
Who has been helping you with your English?
This asks about an ongoing helper. We want to know the person who started assisting you before and is still helping now.
How long have you been waiting for the train?
This asks about the length of an ongoing wait. We want to know when you started waiting for the train up to now.
I've been fixing my laptop all afternoon.
This describes a continuous repair activity. It means I started fixing the computer earlier and spent the whole afternoon doing it.
She's been painting the kitchen wall since morning.
This describes a continuous painting activity. It means she started painting earlier and spent the time since morning doing it.
They've been repairing the machine for 2 days, but it's still not working.
This describes an ongoing repair that is not finished yet. The machine is still broken now.
He's been repairing his bicycle in the garage.
This describes a continuous repair activity. It means he started fixing his bike earlier and spent his time in the garage doing it.
They've been preparing dinner for the guests.
This describes a continuous cooking activity. It means they started making food earlier and spent their time preparing it.
My hands are dirty because I've been gardening.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means I spent time working in the dirt, so my hands are dirty now.
The floor is wet because she's been mopping it.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means she spent time cleaning the floor, so it is wet now.
I'm exhausted because we've been moving furniture.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means we spent time lifting heavy things, so I am tired now.
His voice is weak because he's been shouting.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means he spent time making loud sounds, so his voice is weak now.
The room smells fresh because they've been cleaning it.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means they spent time tidying up, so the room smells fresh now.
I haven't been feeling well after working late.
This describes an ongoing physical problem. It means I started feeling unwell after my long work hours and am still tired now.
She hasn't been using her phone during class.
This describes an ongoing rule during a period. It means she started keeping her phone away and is still not using it now.
We haven't been taking breaks while studying.
This describes an ongoing continuous effort. It means we started reading without a pause and are still working without a break now.
He hasn't been eating properly this week.
This describes an ongoing bad habit this week. It means he started skipping proper meals days ago and is still doing it now.
My brother has been working extra shifts lately to save up for a car.
This describes a recent temporary activity. Lately shows it is not a permanent routine but something he has been doing recently.
Have you been working here all morning?
This asks about a continuous work period. We want to know if you started working early and spent the whole morning doing it.
Has she been cooking since you arrived?
This asks about a continuous cooking activity. We want to know if she started making food before you arrived and is still doing it now.
Have they been building that house for long?
This asks about the length of a building project. We want to know if they started making the house a long time ago.
Has he been training for the competition?
This asks about an ongoing continuous training. We want to know if he started preparing for the game before and is still training now.
Have we been waiting in the right place?
This asks about an ongoing wait location. We want to know if the place where we started waiting earlier is the correct spot.
What has she been doing in the kitchen?
This asks about an ongoing action in a room. We want to know the activity she started before and is still doing now.
Why have they been arguing all morning?
This asks for a reason about an ongoing fight. We want to know why they started shouting earlier and are still arguing now.
Where have you been traveling recently?
This asks about recent ongoing journeys. We want to know the places you started visiting lately and are still traveling to now.
Who has been using my computer?
This asks about an ongoing user. We want to know the person who started operating your computer before and is still using it now.
How long has he been working on that design?
This asks about the length of a design task. We want to know total time he spent working on that plan up to now.
I've been studying at the library every evening.
This describes a recent regular habit. It means I started going to the library every night and am still doing it now.
She's been staying with her cousin this week.
This describes a temporary ongoing stay. It means she started living at her cousin's house this week and is still there now.
We've been using public transport instead of driving.
This describes a temporary ongoing habit. It means we started taking buses or trains recently and are still doing it now.
He's been working night shifts recently.
This describes a recent ongoing job schedule. It means he started working during the night a short time ago and is still doing it now.
They've been exploring the city since they arrived.
This describes a continuous holiday activity. It means they started looking around the city upon arrival and are still doing it now.
I've been drinking more water these days.
This describes a recent ongoing healthy habit. It means I started consuming more water days ago and am still doing it now.
She's been spending more time with her family lately.
This describes a recent ongoing lifestyle change. It means she started visiting her family more often lately and is still doing it now.
We've been trying new restaurants around town.
This describes a recent ongoing activity. It means we started visiting different food places around town and are still doing it now.
He's been learning how to cook simple meals.
This describes a recent ongoing learning process. It means he started studying meal preparation recently and is still doing it now.
They've been practicing English conversations daily.
This describes a recent regular practice. It means they started speaking in English every day and are still doing it now.
I haven't been going to the gym this month.
This describes an ongoing absence this month. It means I stopped going to exercise weeks ago and am still staying away now.
She hasn't been sleeping at her usual time.
This describes a recent ongoing sleep problem. It means she started changing her rest schedule recently and is still doing it now.
We haven't been watching much TV recently.
This describes a recent ongoing lifestyle change. It means we started turning off the television lately and are still watching less now.
He hasn't been talking to his friends much lately.
This describes a recent ongoing distance in friendship. It means he stopped speaking with his group lately and is still quiet now.
They haven't been visiting their hometown for years.
This describes a long absence from a place. It means they stopped traveling to their hometown years ago and are still away now.
Have you been feeling better since yesterday?
This asks about an ongoing recovery. We want to know if your body started improving yesterday and is still getting better now.
Has she been working on her presentation all day?
This asks about a continuous presentation task. We want to know if she started working early and spent the whole day doing it.
Have they been living in this neighborhood long?
This asks about the length of an ongoing stay. We want to know if they moved into this area a long time ago and still live here now.
Has he been improving his English speaking skills?
This asks about an ongoing learning process. We want to know if he started practicing his speech before and is still improving now.
Have we been following the right instructions?
This asks about an ongoing process. We want to know if the rules we started following earlier are the correct ones now.
What have you been doing after work recently?
This asks about recent ongoing habits. We want to know the activities you started doing after your job hours lately.
Why has she been avoiding calls today?
This asks for a reason about an ongoing missing action. We want to know why she started avoiding the phone today and is still doing it now.
Where have they been meeting every weekend?
This asks about a regular ongoing meeting place. We want to know the location where they started meeting every week and still do now.
Who has been helping you move house?
This asks about an ongoing helper. We want to know the person who started assisting with your boxes and is still helping now.
How long have you been living in this apartment?
This asks about the length of an ongoing stay. We want to know the total time you started living in this apartment up to now.
I've been feeling really tired after long work days.
This describes a recent ongoing physical state. It means I started feeling exhausted after my job hours and am still tired now.
She's been getting up early to exercise.
This describes a recent ongoing morning routine. It means she started waking up early to practice fitness and is still doing it now.
We've been saving money for our trip abroad.
This describes an ongoing financial habit. It means we started keeping our money for the journey before and are still saving now.
He's been improving his drawing skills lately.
This describes a recent ongoing skill improvement. It means he started practicing his art a short time ago and is still getting better now.
They've been discussing the plan for hours.
This describes a continuous talk activity. It means they started talking about the plan earlier and spent multiple hours doing it.
The kitchen is messy because I've been cooking all morning.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means I spent time making meals, so the kitchen is messy now.
Her eyes are red because she's been crying.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means she spent time shedding tears, so her eyes are red now.
The house is noisy because we've been celebrating a birthday.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means we spent time celebrating a party, so the house is noisy now.
His clothes are dirty because he's been fixing the car.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means he spent time repairing the vehicle, so his clothes are dirty now.
The table is full because they'd been preparing a party.
This describes a past continuous action with a current result. It means they spent time organizing an event, so the table is full now.
I haven't been seeing my classmates since graduation.
This describes a long absence of connection. It means we stopped seeing our old friends after school ended and are still apart now.
She hasn't been using social media lately at all.
This describes a recent ongoing lifestyle change. It means she stopped opening her accounts a short time ago and is still staying off now.
We haven't been traveling outside the country for years.
This describes a long absence of travel. It means we stopped going to foreign lands years ago and are still staying home now.
He hasn't been attending English classes regularly.
This describes a recent irregular habit. It means he stopped going to his language lessons regularly and is still missing them now.
They haven't been communicating well recently.
This describes a recent ongoing communication problem. It means they stopped talking effectively a short time ago and are still struggling now.
Have you been practicing for the final exam?
This asks about an ongoing continuous preparation. We want to know if you started studying earlier and are still practicing now.
Has she been working on her new project recently?
This asks about a recent ongoing project. We want to know if she started working on her new task recently and is still doing it now.
Have they been waiting for the results all day?
This asks about a continuous wait for information. We want to know if they started waiting early and spent the whole day doing it.
Has he been training hard for the competition?
This asks about an ongoing continuous training. We want to know if he started exercising hard before and is still training now.
Have we been following the schedule correctly?
This asks about an ongoing process. We want to know if we started following the plan correctly and are still correct now.
What has she been studying at university?
This asks about an ongoing university study. We want to know the subjects she started learning before and is still studying now.
Why have they been making so much noise?
This asks for a reason about an ongoing disturbance. We want to know why they started making sounds earlier and are still noisy now.
Where have you been staying during your trip?
This asks about a temporary ongoing location. We want to know where you started staying for your holiday and are still living now.
Who has been managing the team this week?
This asks about a temporary ongoing leader. We want to know the person who started directing the team this week and is still doing it now.
How long have you been working on this assignment?
This asks about the length of an ongoing task. We want to know the total hours you spent on this paper up to now.